Hello, everyone. Welcome in. It is February 17th, Monday. So good to see you, and I hope you're having a happy Monday. Welcome in. If you're new here, we hope you come back, hit that notification bell, and keep coming, and that subscribe. We'd love to have you. My returning friends, thank you so much for being here. We are discussing Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers today. He was reported missing out of Hendersonville, Tennessee, almost 1 year ago. In 9 days, it will be 1 year. And I have a report to make to you. We have some progress that I shouldn't even have to be reporting if people had done their professional responsibilities from the beginning. But I'm going to report it because I'm happy it's corrected, but I'm also disgusted and I'm embarrassed. Embarrassed for what's going to come out as to why these errors were made. Embarrassed as to who's going to have to explain why an error like this was left when people were aware of it on a child's name, a child's life, a child's safety. Please hit that notification bell, your subscribe button. We are going to dig into some of the important details on this case because we are now back to square one. Usually a year down the road, we're not still talking about the date a child was last seen. We have that date in concrete. We don't have a sliding timeline, but sadly, we do here. So today, almost a year into Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' disappearance, I am here to tell you that it has been verified from law enforcement that the last date Sebastian was seen was February 25th, 2024, and he was February 25th, 2024, and he was reported missing February 26th, 2024. Boom, wow, a year in. Now you understand why I say it's embarrassing, it's critical. When we get to a trial for this, it's going to be pivotal to listen to the reasoning behind allowing an error to just sit there because it wasn't your responsibility to change it, or allowing it to sit there when it was your responsibility and allow people to keep printing it and reporting it and going by it. Shocking. So, Sebastian was last seen, according to this now, on the 25th of February. And this came out end of January by Brandon Carter, an email that he sent. And it was released around the same time the images in the backyard, the blurry images in the backyard, the two adults looks like they're carrying someone, a child, came out. So I thought maybe it was another ploy like the trash trucks, right? Just to get us off that date. Because why would he say there was an error? I couldn't wrap my professional head around someone allowing an error like this for a child to remain. But his excuse was they were aware from the beginning that the dates got mixed up, the reported missing date and the last seen date. However, it just never got fixed. Shocked. Jaw to floor. And then he went on to say it was TBI's responsibility to fix it. Well, I'm sorry, if I'm on a project and I'm the lead from my department and someone else from their department has an error and my name's on that project, I'm going to them every minute, every day and saying, change it, correct it, correct it. I don't just let it ride. Okay. Shocking, but it's been fixed now. It has been fixed on the Oh, and remember, I did contact National Center for Missing and Exploited Children back in May via email, and I shared that with you all. They got right back to me right away because I told them your missing persons poster says the 25th, but the Amber Alert says last seen on the 26th. They said, well, we will get right back to you. And I never heard from them again. So everyone was aware this was wrong. There was an error, and it's gone on this long. And I feel bad for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. We need to do better in our country. We need to do better for our kids. Our laws need to do better for our kids. We as humans need to do better for our kids. And certainly parents need to start doing better for their kids. I'm not going to get started on Miss Katie Proudfoot in this one, the silencer. So let's continue. So NamUs has changed their report, and I absolutely love or NamUs has down February 25th. Yes, and I absolutely love the way NamUs has put it. NamUs says, last seen on February 25th, last point of contact February 25th, last seen at his residence around 10 p.m. Now, others say around Stafford Court. So, of course, we have no consistency there, too. And we'll have to get, at least that's the general area. I hate that we can't have specific details in this case, but clearly some individuals are not detail oriented around here. But so we have last seen at his residence, but I just like the way they put it. Last seen at, last point of contact. So I really like that. Last seen on, last seen at, last seen on, and last point of contact. I really like the way NamUs put that. However, they also have down that he has strawberry blonde hair and hazel eyes. So please make that make sense. It's just so unbelievable. But here's another thing. We have the Amber Alert that is now fixed. It says April 25th. Sebastian was last seen. We have the missing child poster from National Center for Missing and Exploited Children that was always representative and showing February 25th as last seen. We have the FBI wanted poster, which now has been corrected and says February 25th as the last date seen. Now, the people responsible for correcting this error, sadly, have not. If you go to the TBI website and you click on their active missing children for Tennessee, it still states that Sebastian Wayne. So it has a maroon poster and it'll say active and missing in Tennessee, the active child alerts. And you go down and it's Sebastian. And if you click on it, it comes up and it says that he has been last seen on February 26th because it's the old Amber Alert. So TBI, you go to their website, click on their Tennessee Active Missing Children. You'll see Sebastian's maroon thumbnail. Click on it. Up comes the old Amber Alert. So anyone learning about the case thinks he is still last seen on the 26th. Also, if you go to the TBI newsroom and you look through the Sebastian Rogers feed, they have not removed the old flyers that say Sebastian was last seen on the 26th. So it is the 25th. That's what we're being told. Brandon Carter said it was an error. They've known all along the dates were mixed up. Just wasn't changed. TBI was responsible for changing it. Now the FBI has changed their most wanted poster. NamUs has down the 25th. Last point of contact on the 25th. Last seen on the 25th, and last seen at his home on the 25th. Missing and Exploited Children has the 25th. The Amber Alert is now the 25th. FBI is the 25th. Sumner County says the 25th. But TBI still does have on their active missing children of Tennessee for Sebastian. You click on his name, it's the old Amber Alert. And all throughout their TBI newsroom feed still has the old flyers saying the 26th he was last seen. That's really concerning to me because this is a Tennessee case. People may go to TBI's website to look that up, and that's what they would see if they don't know to go to the Department of Justice for the Amber Alerts. So lots of progress, but still not enough. Progress we shouldn't have had to be taken care of. Progress that never should have occurred. And you know what? I started thinking about it. Why would people allow their reputation? Now just think about this. Why would you allow such an error to continue if you were a person, let's say a detective or a person on a case or a project, and you knew about an error from the beginning, and you allowed that error to continue for almost a year about the very child you are lead detective on for searching for, or lead project person, however you want to look at it, okay? And so it just doesn't make sense. If that's what you're working on every day, you would want everything to be perfect. So I just keep going back. Why? Why are we allowing little errors? Like today, TBI doesn't have it fixed. Also, NamUs has strawberry blonde hair and hazel eyes. the news feed has old flyers. We let a wrong last seen date go for a year. Why would those little things be happening? Why would people risk their professional reputation or the life of a child to allow those things to happen? And it just really bothered me. And I have theories. You remember the warning I received to stay out of Sumner County business, politics, unless I lived there. And I said at the time, that means we're getting close to something, friends. And at that time, we were looking at sheriff stuff and county commission stuff, ethics, violations. So I think we're going to go back there and we're going to start there again because the warning tells us we were on to something. And I think that there's got to be more to this, in my opinion, than people allowing their professional career on a mistake like that in so many different levels. TBI, Sumner County, all of it. So I think we need to start looking and we're going to start digging and we're going to go back to where we began, where we got our warning from, because that tells us we were on to something. Because professionals wouldn't be willing to look so foolish to the world for these errors. Okay? So we need to be a voice for Sebastian along with Seth. We need to be activists. The residents in the local neighborhood, they are afraid to be because of the threats and the things that have happened. So we're going to carry their voice and we're going to go on and we're going to demand that things be done right for this young man. And actually in that county, because people can be removed. There's a petition that can remove people who aren't doing their duties. Okay, so hit that notification bell, subscribe, see where we're going to go with this next, because we are going to start digging and we're going to look to see why in the world, while the world is watching, people are risking the life of a child in these kind of errors on their professional reputation. And if it goes to trial, the explaining they will have to do. Make it make sense. Well, we're going to try. Talk soon, my friends.